Bum 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 bum. Good morning, you wonderful humans. I see that you joined in again for some reason. Thank you. I'll make this quick. I do have to scoot today. Today we have our normal 7:30, 11:30, 5:30 a.m. Eastern Time scheduled exercise sessions, completely free, live, and we're going to reschedule them to replay in case you missed them later in the day. My name is Seth Spicer. Our other trainers are Jacob Carroll and Adam Fox, and we're here to make health and fitness accessible. You can do it from your own home. You don't need any money at all to do it. Good morning, happy face candle. Thank you for joining in again. You don't need any money to do it. You don't need any even preparation or experience with exercise. All you have to do is join in and follow my lead. You can follow us and find our other accounts at Connected CHS across most social media platforms. As always, consult a physician before beginning any exercise program, but there are variations so that everybody should be able to enjoy a solid workout. All right, we're going to get this one going. I'll shut my mouth and we'll get right started to our warm-up, and we can have a wonderful, wonderful morning session. So glad you always tune in. Happy Face Candle. Makes it worth it for me to wake up in the morning. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining. Starting with the step overs, getting our hips all warmed up. Hold on to a wall if you need. Other way, open the gates. Call these some open the gates. They're a great hip warm up. If you want to try and memorize some of these, other leg, stepping over the Legos. If you want to try and memorize some of these so that you can eventually create your own workout sessions, or you want to memorize it so much that you want to be a streamer on our page too, take my job, I'll go do other things, and so be it. Open the gates. If you want to memorize these workouts, they're relatively similar the whole time, different variations. They may increase the intensity a little bit. All right, good. Shoulder circles backwards. All right. And shoulder circles forwards. Nice and big. Next up, we have the neck circles. And if you know your body pretty well, you want to do a little bit different of a warm-up, so be it. You will always know your body and what feels good for you better than I will. There's a lot of cracking and popping today in my neck, but it doesn't hurt, so we'll carry on with it. All right, T-spine rotation, aka open books, arms forward, follow your left hand, hips facing forward, breathe in, breathe out, and reach the left hand towards the back wall. Now we're at 90, and come back to center. I'm sorry, that was 180. Open up, other side, back to center. We're going to do that a few times with our breaths. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And good, we're keeping it going. All right. I'm feeling good to go. I hope you are too. We'll get started. Time is convenient with the floor touches. We'll hop right to it. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Touching the floor. I'm actually bringing my feet in a little closer this time. I've been really wide lately, and I think that's been helping me to touch the floor a little easier. And you can do this exercise with a little more narrow stance as well. I don't think it's going to let me get as low necessarily, but that's okay. It's good to have variance in your exercise sessions. Variation is the spice of life. Ooh, a little laggy there for a second. I'll pretend like that was the camera. and not just me taking a break. And time. Next up, we have snow angels, either prone or bent over. Bent over is this position, waiting for help. They won't see you through the camera. Prone snow angels are here, starting in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get it started in here. Again, last session I was preaching the practicality of exercise. And of course, this one is just as important if you're ever going to join the International Snow Angel competition held every February 5th in the Northern Hemisphere. If you're doing the bent over variation, someday we're going to be lost. Someday we're going to be waiting for help. Maybe in the woods of Canada. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Got to make it an efficient movement pattern. Alrighty. Snow angels. They don't get any easier ever. Next up, my personal favorite, lateral raises. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Again, thumbs up. A little more medial if you want to feel it in your anterior delt. Right out to the side laterally. If you want to feel it, the back of your hands facing up that way. If you want to feel it in your middle delt. And then, of course, we do the reverse flappy birds if you want to feel it in the post delt, but that's for a different time. Wow, it's a long 40 seconds today. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, stand up. Going cross body, knee to elbows today. Session number 2, set number 1, exercise number 4. Gonna start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. God, that was embarrassing. Here we go. Let it be known, I can floss, but I cannot do the tango. If it starts lagging out, you keep going to the exercise. It's always in the description. I'll just sit here and take a nap until it comes back online. Be a funny rule if the video ever goes out. You just do a tall front plank or high knees until I come back. Oh, that'd be awful. I'll be back as quick as possible. And time. Next up, we have squats. Always have a chair friend for support. I've got my heavy sandbag that I'm going to hold here to make it harder for me. Squats in 3, 2, 1, begin. Box squats are good because they can tell you how low you go consistently every time. My sandbag weighs 300 pounds. Makes it much harder for me. If you want to go to half depth, maybe quarter depth, whatever feels best for you. That is the purpose of exercise, to feel good, to live healthier, higher quality days. And stand up. Keep it going. 3, 1 more, 2, 1, and time. Ugh. Push-ups. They can be on the wall, on the floor, at an angle. I'll do the wall push-ups today so that I can go for 40 seconds. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Of course, the multiple variations are designed so that you can do them, any of them, for 40 seconds. I touch my nose to the wall. Keep it going. We love a push-up variation in terms of practical uses. great in case you ever have to push a bobsled. That's the most practical thing I can think of. And we're done with that one. We're done with that one. Prone or bent over Aquamans. The prone Aquaman is on your belly, raising your hands overhead. I'll start by demonstrating the bent over Aquaman. All right. We're here, butt back, begin. Arm up, like you're saying, stop, stop it. Arm overhead, back of the hand facing the sky, and we're gonna go double time. Again, if you want to look up for this, it's not the worst thing in the world to get your eyes looking towards the skies. I spend a lot of time looking down at my phone and my tech. It's good to see up above your head. It's good for your eyes to have to pull your eyes upwards. And time. Good work, good work, good work. Next up, we have our dead bugs or our wall knee raises. Wall knee raises, we're pulling down on the wall, lifting the knees up. The dead bugs are on your back. Join them with me if that's the one that you'd like to do. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Opposite arm, opposite knee, pulling both knees up towards your chest. And that's a good way to make sure that your back doesn't hurt by keeping them pulled up to your chest the whole time. If you're on the wall, keep it going. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and time. Take 20 seconds. Get some water. We're going to go right back to the top today. Ain't no rest for the weary. H2O. Floor touches. 3, 2, 1, begin. You can only get down on the knees. That works too. Butt back. Great cue for this one is push your butt back like you're trying to touch a wall behind you with it. For example, if my TV is right there, try and touch it with my butt. And that'll put you into almost a perfect hinge position, deadlift position every time. 90% of the time, every time. And time. Said time a lot there. Snow angels. I'm doing them bent over this time. You can be prone on your belly if you like. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Be Quinn. Arms stay above the plane of your head as much as you can. Once you fatigue, they might drop a little bit. That's expected. Don't worry. My shoulders already feel better from doing this. This is week 3. Wow, it's already week 3 of doing this. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and time. Speaking of week 3, next week we have the pleasure of having a deload week. Any good program has progressive overload and also recovery breaks to make sure you don't burn out. Next week will be 30 seconds of work to 30 seconds of recovery. Lat raises. 3, 2, 1, begin. Yeah, next week will be a tad bit easier. It'll be the same intensity as the last week. I hope that you're all adapting, sleeping well, eating well, so you can maintain this level of exercise. I find out today if I pass my senior comp exam to have my master's degree in exercise science from SUNY Cortland, represent, I'll let you know only if I don't have to retake it. If not, I'll never mention it again. 3, 2, 1, hold it, and down. Cross body, knee to elbow. If you're on the floor, stand up. Oh. Alrighty. 3, 2, 1, begin. Knee to the opposite elbow. Then, of course, after the deload week, we pick it back up and it gets even harder. Of course, naturally, you're going to be prepared for it. So the intensity really feels the same the entire time for the program, ideally. It doesn't necessarily get any harder. You just get used to the higher levels of work that you're capable of at the same intensity. Genius? No, save that word for some other time. And time. Back to the squats. Round 2. Starting in 5. Yawns are contagious. And begin. Squatting it down. As low as you feel comfortable. Any variation that feels best for you. As you can see, I like to get low with it, but you don't have to in order for a good workout. Half squats for 40 seconds are certainly enough. Joke of the day, what's the pirate's favorite letter? It's R. You probably thought it was C, didn't you? And time. Next up, we have our push-ups. I used the wall last time. I'm going to use the couch this time. You can be on the floor or from your knees if you like. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Choose an intensity you can do for 40 seconds for a full range of motion. This should be aerobic exercise. Should be able to hold a conversation the entire time. It might be a little hard, but you can get out a conversation. Keep going. 10 seconds left. If you can hold a conversation, you know that you're still in primarily fat burn mode. 3, 2, 1, more, and time. Prone or bent over Aquamans. I'll go prone this time to show you that you can. Prone is on your belly. Whew. Bent over is in the same position as last time. In 3, 2, 1. Wait for the camera. Wait for the camera. Hello, friend. Good to see you this morning. My shoulder range of motion is awful. It's my weak point. So I keep one hand on the floor the whole time. It's rather embarrassing. Someday I'll stretch out my lats and my pecs, and I'll be a nice mobile individual. Today is not that day. But I'm sure this is going to help work my posterior delts, my rhomboids, my upper trap to make it so that someday I'll be able to. And time. Whew. All right. Dead bugs or wall knee raises. Again, to the wall if you need it. If you'd like it, I'm staying down here with my dead bugs. Next set, I'll do the wall variation, starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Now, if you have a wall that you'd like to push into, I have a couch. I'm going to push into my couch, and you can do this variation. Making sure you're pushing, the couch the whole time. Whatever feels best for you. 3, 2, 1, and time. All righty then. You know what's next. We're going back to the top. As Coldplay would say, we're going back to the start. Last round of floor touches. Whew. Ready, set, begin. Boy. I did some single leg deadlifts with weight the other day, nice and slow. And the Lord knows that I am still feeling those. Right deep in the hamstrings. And then this always manages to get me sweating in the morning. Keep it going. This is the last set. Working our way through. And time. Snow Angels. I got the bent over variation this time. All right. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Begin. Snow Angels. These do feel like they get better each time. They feel easier. Keep my arms overhead. Feels more natural, more comfortable. And I've been in less neck and shoulder pain after only 3 weeks of doing this. It's amazing what happens when you move your body through all the ranges of motion to get a full body workout, you know? Three, 2, 1, and time. You gotta work all the muscles. Lateral raises. Lateral raises. If you're on the floor, stand up. I haven't had my coffee yet. Ready, set, begin. Give me the beat, boys, and free my soul. I want to fly away with the exercise troll. Oh, no, I said that wrong. Pain is bad. Burn, feeling a little uncomfortable. That is good. This is the last set. Feel free to go hard with it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Next up, we have our cross body knee to elbows. I'm already standing. If you're kneeling, stand up. Whew. Tried raising the neighborhood cat Steve with those. Steve did not like that. No cats were harmed in the practice for this video. Cross body knee to elbow starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. My timer just crossed an hour. Been exercising for an hour this morning. Of course, including warm-ups and me running my loud mouth. It's 8:30 a.m. here in Eastern Time. It means we're about done. I like to think about pushing the knees and elbows forward. Then they naturally touch to the midline. 3, 2, 1, time. Last set of squats. These are great for walking upstairs, squatting down to grab something on the floor. Squat down, deadlift up on a. Starting in 3, 2, 1, and get low. I touched the floor, but don't mind me. Squats. If you'd like a chair, as always, to know how low you should go, you can choose a higher chair, maybe the edge of a couch, for example, right here would work well for a half squat. Whatever feels good for you. Three, 2, 1, and time. Next up, push-ups. Per usual, I'm going to do a burnout set. Number 3, I gotta go for it. I gotta go as hard as I can on 3. Starting in 3, 2, 1, begin. Keep it going, halfway. And I gotta go to the knees to keep going. Keep it going. 4, 3, 2, 1. And done with the push-ups. Whew. Like I said, I'm going bent over Aquaman for this next one. I'm up off the floor. You can stay on your belly if you like for the prone Aquamans. Starting in 5. Alrighty, here we go. If you like the variation where you keep your hands on your knees and then go overhead, that feels good. If you want it to be a little harder, keep them both going at the same time. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Last set, we're going to the wall. Dead bugs, if you feel good with them, if you like dead bugs, it can be on the floor, alternating. This is a wall variation of this. Pulling down on the wall. Pulling down on the wall to activate your core. Pulling the knees up. 3, 2, 1, begin. Knees up to the chest. Pulling down on the wall. If you're trying to push a stake down into the dirt. Keep going. It's the last exercise. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Good work, good work, good work. We're gonna go right into the cool down now. If you're just joining in, my name is Seth. This is CCHS, and we're going to be restreaming these. We go live at 11:30 a.m., 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Restreaming tomorrow at 9, 1 p.m., and 7 p.m. Give yourself some hugs, a little bit of self-love. Keep going with that. Next up, you're going to be shaking it out. Keep it going. Don't stop with the cool down. Try and gain control of your breathing. Nice and slow. I really have to scoot for calculus. I have a 30-minute drive and it starts at 9:10, plus a little bit of a walk. Whoops. Wanted to get this in. I'll be a little late, but it's all right. I wanted to do 2 sessions for you all today. Appreciate you showing up. Keep cooling down. Prepare yourself mentally for the remainder of the day. Great job this morning. And I will see you all Monday or on this restream Monday at 7:30 a.m. Have a wonderful weekend. Signing off.